Title: The Ripple of Kindness. Ethan Thompson had been a waiter at Lorenzo's Cafe for almost 5 years. It was a small diner in the heart of the city, bustling with customers during lunch hours but eerily quiet during the evenings. On one particularly slow evening, rain poured relentlessly outside, pattering against the cafe's windows. Ethan wiped down tables, counting the hours until closing. As he glanced out the window, he noticed a small figure sitting near the entrance, huddled under the awning. It was a boy, no older than 8, drenched from head to toe. The child's thin arms clutched his knees, his eyes staring longingly at the warm glow of the diner. Ethan's heart sank. He stepped outside, rain immediately soaking his apron. "Hey, kid," he called gently. "What are you doing out here?" The boy flinched but didn't reply. "Are you hungry?" Ethan asked, crouching to his level. After a long pause, the boy nodded hesitantly. Ethan smiled. "Come inside. Let's get you warmed up." He led the boy to a booth near the heater. Without waiting for an answer, Ethan brought out a steaming bowl of tomato soup, a grilled cheese sandwich, and a glass of milk. "Eat up," he said with a reassuring smile. The boy hesitated at first, glancing nervously around the room, but hunger soon overtook him. He ate with the desperation of someone who hadn't seen food in days. "What's your name?" Ethan asked, sitting across from him. "Lucas," the boy mumbled between bites. "Where are your parents, Lucas?" The boy's face fell. "Don't have any," he whispered. Ethan's chest tightened. "Well, Lucas, you're safe here. Take your time." For the rest of the evening, Lucas stayed at the cafe, and Ethan kept him company, even as he worked. When it was time to close, Ethan gave Lucas a spare umbrella and a bag of leftovers. "Come back any time, okay?" Ethan said. Lucas nodded, his eyes brimming with gratitude. "Thank you, mister." An unexpected visitor. Days turned into weeks, and Ethan didn't see Lucas again. He often wondered what had happened to the boy. Had he found shelter? Was he safe? One evening, just as Ethan was finishing his shift, a man in an impeccably tailored suit walked into the cafe. He looked out of place among the diner's modest decor, his polished shoes clicking against the tiled floor. "Good evening," the man said, his voice deep and formal. "Are you Ethan Thompson?" "Yes, that's me," Ethan replied, puzzled. The man extended a business card. "My name is James Hargrove. I work for Mr. William Ellis." Ethan blinked. The name sounded familiar. "The William Ellis? The billionaire philanthropist?" James nodded. "Indeed. Mr. Ellis would like to meet you. He sent me to bring you to his estate." Ethan's confusion deepened. "Why would someone like him want to meet me?" "I believe it's about a certain act of kindness," James said cryptically. "Shall we?" Though skeptical, Ethan decided to go. He had little to lose and a lot of curiosity. The estate. The drive to the estate was surreal. Towering gates opened to reveal sprawling gardens and a mansion that seemed plucked from a storybook. Inside, Ethan was led to a grand sitting room where an elderly man sat by a crackling fireplace. "Mr. Thompson," the man greeted warmly. "I'm William Ellis. Thank you for coming." "It's an honor, sir," Ethan said, still bewildered. "But I don't understand why I'm here." Ellis gestured for him to sit. "A few weeks ago, you fed a hungry child at your cafe. Do you remember?" Ethan's eyes widened. "Lucas?" "Yes. Lucas is under my care. He's the son of my late groundskeeper, and I've been searching for him since his parents passed away. He ran away from the orphanage where he was placed, but thanks to you, I found him." Ethan felt a wave of relief. "He's safe." "Safe and thriving," Ellis assured him. "When Lucas described what you did for him, I knew I had to meet you. You see, acts of kindness like yours are rare in this world." Ethan rubbed the back of his neck. "I just did what anyone would have done." Ellis smiled. "Perhaps, but not everyone does. Lucas sees you as his hero. And I want to reward you for that." Ethan blinked in surprise. "Reward me?" Ellis nodded. "I've read about your background, How you've worked tirelessly to make ends meet, how you've dreamed of starting your own restaurant. I'd like to make that happen. You're serious? Ethan stammered. Very much so, Ellis said. I've already arranged the initial funding. You'll have complete creative control, of course. All I ask is that you continue to lead with the same compassion you showed my boy. A new chapter. In the months that followed, Ethan's life transformed. With Mr. Ellis's support, he opened a restaurant called Kindred, named after the kindness that had sparked his journey. The menu featured he